This video is brought to you by my new book, The Boy Without Magic, available in both ebook and paperback. Links in the description. Hey, listen, it's me. I think I got laid last night. The Faceless Man. This is an indie horror film that I supported on Kickstarter when it was looking for funding. I won't lie, I was drawn to it exclusively for the design of the monster, but then I looked into it a bit more and turned out it was taking inspiration from the exploitation era of Australian filmmaking. You know, films like Alvin Purple. And I just got my backer link to get a sneak peek of the film, and I gotta admit, the movie is really flawed, but I don't hate it. The story is about a group of friends who rent a house in the countryside looking to have some fun for the weekend, but unfortunately, the townsfolk, they don't like their idea of fun. And there's also a Russian mobster who's after something that belonged to him that they took with them, and while all that is going on, a girl in the group is being haunted by visions of a strange, malevolent figure, the Faceless Man. Great setup for a horror film, and credit where credit's due, this movie can be pretty creepy at times, particularly in the scenes with the Faceless Man himself. He is awesome, and the scenes that he is in, they are the creepiest, and if you're in the right mindset, not only can it get under your skin, but they can realistically scare you. And it also helps that the makeup in this movie is top notch. The Faceless Man looks so good, and the gore effects, while they're a little more lacking, they still look great. Sound quality. There's this weird audio distortion in the film's audio. Like, it's very faint, but it's like the Wilhelm scream. Once you hear it, you can't not notice it, and it can really pull you out of the film. The music too is also really inconsistent, not in quality, but in tone and style. Like, one scene will have music that's very trippy and it really fits the scene, but then it'll be followed up by another scene with music that's more upbeat, fast-paced, and, well, schlocky. Another issue though was the script. This movie's script really needs some revision before they started filming. What I mean by that is some stuff happens that doesn't make a lot of sense and needed more clarification earlier on, or there's dialogue that's just really redundant because we already know what went on and the explanation is just entirely needless. There's some other little nitpicks here and there as well in some scenes, but it's all stuff that really should have just gone over with one final revision. And what's more is the first two acts, they're actually a bit of a bore fest when the Faceless Man isn't on screen. Like, for a movie called The Faceless Man, you'd think he'd be in the movie more, but he's not. Instead, the focus is more on the townsfolk. But credit where it's due though, the script has some really clever twists and turns that you will not see coming, and actually kept pulling me in with shock and surprise. And what's more is, in the third act, the movie really ramps up the tension. I was legitimately on the edge of my seat, interested in seeing what's going to happen now. How is this going to wrap up? What's going to happen with these people? So, at the very least, while the first two acts weren't the best, the third act made up for their shortcomings, even though it was still flawed. Suffice to say this, The Faceless Man is a very flawed movie, but it's an earnest and sincere one. It shows a lot of promise from the people working on it, and it's a great first entry from Chapter 5 Studios. I'm interested in seeing how they take the lessons they learned from making this and apply them to future films. This is a studio that has a lot of potential, and I'm interested to see what they make. So if you get a chance to see The Faceless Man, and you got nothing better to do, then yeah, I'd say give it a look, and see if it's up your alley. I know you had a variety of different content you could watch to help you get through the lockdown, so I do hope you enjoyed it, and up next I'm going to be taking a look at Full Moon Entertainment's Corona Zombies. Like, I've seen the trailer for that, man, it just blew me away. And for Game Soon, as for other movie reviews though, I don't have anything in particular planned. I might check out Scoob, but I haven't got anything set in stone. Anyway, I've got all that and more coming up in the future, so please stick around.